There's a whole lot of garbage online there about passive income this, residual income that, and your and my job is to figure out what's freaking real and what's hype and what's fake. Because you know what? There's a lot of fake out there. My name is Kris Krohn. I became financially free at the age of 26. I'm here to co-create financial freedom with you. My whole channel now with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos is all designed to empower you to live the life of your dreams. Today, we got a question coming from all the way from down under in Australia from a young man named Jordan, 19 years old, working 3 part-time jobs, trying to figure out what's fake, what's baloney, how do you get the real thing, and how do you find a mentor? Coming your way next.
My name is Jordan Raymond. I am 19 years old, live in Perth, WA, Australia. I have 3 part-time jobs, labouring, fast food place and petrol station. And I've been looking at passive income online not only to help myself but to help my father, struggling with bills a lot, and I want to be able to help him out and move out so that we can get a place. But there's a lot of bullshit about passive income online regarding real estate, stocks, trades, and I can't really grasp a firm starting place. And I feel like a mentor or someone that can help me start and get through it is what I need, and I'm hoping you guys will be able to help me start off and hopefully get somewhere. Alright, thanks.
So Jordan, seriously, it's a really good question, right? I mean, I get it. There's a lot of stuff out there that's not good and it's just fake, and basically a lot of people want your money to sell a really hot idea, a personal or residual income. I fully get it, because when I started my journey of real estate, that's what I found. I found that there was a lot of garbage out there. I found there were a lot of things that in the end, after I researched them, I could find the loophole and be like, oh man, this person just sold this idea, but it's half baked. Like, it's not real. There's no real fulfillment. There's no real anything behind it. So I just want you to know that I really get where you're coming from. It's interesting. When I put all of this together years ago, became financially free, I had to ask myself a question. What am I going to do with my life now that I'm financially free? I don't need to work anymore, and I don't have to earn more money. And so what am I going to do? For 6 months, I tried retirement, which was really stupid for a 27-year-old then, after I turned 27, to spend 6 months of his life trying to do nothing. It drove me mad. Oh my gosh, it felt so wrong. It was like I was denying some kind of inner purpose that said there's more to life. Kris, you got to seize it. I believe that what sits inside all of us are bigger dreams and bigger mission and bigger purpose. But we can allow the scarcity and the lack of money to get us obsessed with the lack and just trying to solve that scarcity fear-based problem that frankly is a level of selfishness, which is, how do I freaking take care of my needs so that I can live the life on terms that I want? And when you're in that pursuit, you think you know what you want. But I'm telling you right now, it's only when you become financially free that you really start figuring out your real character, who you really are, and what your greater mission and purpose is. Because for most of you, if you didn't have to work, you would be saving 40, 50, 60 hours of primetime hours every week. And what would you do with that? You might try sandy beaches at first. You might try just kind of traveling. But I'm going to tell you, at least for me and many people I know, that you can't retire mission and purpose based on an amount of money. It can't be bought. Which means this. You're asking a great question. How do you figure out what's real? How do you figure out what's not? And in the end, you've got to follow not just logically what makes sense, you got to follow your intuition. Most of my business is dictated on what resonates with me, because we're actually creatures of feeling. And I want to do what ultimately is going to create happiness, peace, joy, and the emotions that I enjoy feeling. And I've learned that my logic has the ability to take me down the wrong road. My logic can define me. It can tell me everything adds up and something feels wrong, and I ignore that feeling, and then things go wrong. Sometimes I act on something that feels right and it logically makes no sense at all. So when you find something like that, like if you watch these videos and you're like, okay, Kris, you feel real to me, but I don't know if that's baloney. I don't know if you're really financially free. I get that. But if there's that feeling inside, that intuition in those quiet moments that says, pursue this, then that's how I live my life. I pursue. And I never doubt that feeling. I act on it, and I know that there's always good, useful, productive learning that can come from it. Right now, you're looking for a mentor. You're looking for someone that can set you on the right path in the game of real estate and building wealth and having a real passive income. I know that my students are actually creating that are actually acting on what I'm teaching them. I have others that are not acting on it because they have excuses. I got others that I'm kicking their pants to come to my event because once they do, it'll freaking rip them open, tear them open, do a deep dive of just figuring out who they really are. And then all of a sudden they come back from the event and they start crushing it in real estate. And so could I be the mentor for you? I might. You're going to need to get in touch with that intuition and act on it and trust it and develop a relationship with yourself to say, hey, if I'm feeling that way and that's what feels right, then I'm going to pursue that and I'm going to go after that, no matter what the cost, no matter what the consequences, so that you got at least that going for you. So listen, here you are, you're wondering, what is my next step? I'm going to tell you right now, you are right. You do need to find a mentor, and I'm telling you to find one that resonates with you. And then make sure that you don't expect the whole world for a really tiny investment. All of us need to start investing in ourselves. And in the beginning, if you pay a small amount, you're probably going to get knowledge and some training. If you pay more, you're going to get hands-on help. If you pay a ton, someone's going to do it for you. And so while you're young and 19 and working a ton of part-time jobs and trying to get it figured out, you need to ask yourself where you're at in the market right now. Training and education and you being hands-on might be the perfect place for you right now. If you're actually good at saving money and paying yourself first, like I talk about in my videos, then you might have enough set aside where you actually want someone to come in and execute and do it with you or for you. Either way, we all get to the point in our life where we need to invest in ourselves or do it on our own. Doing it on your own can be really, really risky. It doesn't always work out the way that you want. That's my advice, Jordan. I hope it's helpful for you. Thank you so much for submitting this video. And I think I've given you multiple options of where you could go from this point. For those of you that have that question like Jordan, want to know what's real, what's fake, I'm inviting you to click the link in the description below and get a chance to talk to a member of my team and also pick up my book for free. And that book is designed to be, I could have written a 400-page book. I crammed it into a handful of pages so I could give you the potent action steps of creating wealth to go from nothing to millions. I hope you appreciate that because we live in a busy world where sometimes we just want to drink the potent. And I put that potency in there for that reason and purpose. And it'll also entitle you to a call with my team where you can step into your shoes and just ask, hey, is this real? Are you real? Is this the right step for you? And if it is, take action on it, make it happen. Either way, if you're 19 or at any age and you got the drive and the passion, you decide that you're going to conquest it no matter what and you're going to win at this, then as long as you never give up or go to failure, it's going to eventually happen. You're going to move in that direction. So that's the big thing, is take action on what resonates. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you guys appreciate it. If you have more questions of your own that you want to submit, you've got instructions in the link below on how to do that. I might be making my next video for you to help you on your way, giving you the mentoring you need to become financially free. Take care, my friend. You can have it all. Make it happen.